Hello, friends. Thank you for watching. I'm Winston Smith, and this is Reviews with Booze! And we're talking about Ayreon, the theory of everything. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, the name. Maybe for years I could have said it wrong, but if you're not familiar with this group, they do rock operas. And when I say rock operas, I mean motherfucking rock operas, dude. Cast of characters, lines, melodrama, flaring out the vocal cords. You know, all these singers are very dramatic, reciting their lines and stuff. So hipsters beware. But for people who aren't familiar with Ayreon or are interested in something like that, often it can be a very magical experience. With this record, I found myself... you know, you got to be in the mood to really sit down. This isn't like, oh, there's a couple tracks I like. And in fact, with this album in particular, you can throw that notion out the window because it isn't quite like The Human Equation, which is another record from Ayreon, that has a lot of songs, and it is a rock opera, double disc, but the songs tend to have a lot more choruses. And, you know, it feels like you could kind of just go through and pick your favorite little tune that sounds fun to you, and you listen to it, and it's like, oh, I just love that Ayreon song, it's so catchy. This album isn't quite like that, because it's more like a straight line. It's broken up into 4 epics, which are quite lengthy, you know, and strewn, and instrumental songs are strewn about. There's a lot of instrumentals on this track, and that's actually kind of my favorite part of this Ayreon record, is all the instrumental tracks. Most of them are really badass. I mean, Jordan Rudez, dude from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, do some keyboard solos on one of them. There's most of those are really sweet. Another thing is the engineering. I just love the way that the instruments sound on the Ayreon records, you know. I know he doesn't do the drums, but I think he kind of engineers everything else. I don't know if he mixes it or not, but they all just sound great, top of the line. But that's kind of prog for you. They're aiming for the stars, you know. They're aiming for heaven. But sometimes only make it to hell. But not with this record, you know. I will say, as far as some of the other Ayreon records go, in this one, I feel the cast of characters all sing great and fabulous, but they do not bring their characters to life as well as some of the other stars in the past that they've had on records. As far as just believableness, you know, when they're saying their lines, it almost just seems like, this is kind of a little awkward, but I'm saying my sentence. You know what I mean? Whereas some of the other ones, the dudes just really nail it, and you're like, wow, I'm here. But that being said, I did throw this on, started rocking, and a bowl later and a 6-pack, or less than that, I guess, to be realistic. Some beers! I fucking listened to the whole thing, flipped along with the books, and enjoyed myself because it is a fun story. And it's obviously about a motherfucking idiot savant who's socially retarded, whose father is a scientist, always been working on this incredible theory that is basically the answer to everything in life. And a teacher looks into him and realizes this guy's a fucking genius. You guys best recognize. And they're like, is he? He couldn't be. And psychiatrist comes up with this experimental drug that could possibly help him in his way. The drug's harmful. Blah blah blah. Long story short, motherfuckers get nuts, find the theory of everything, but lose their lives doing it. And the sacrifice of your own. Listen to the record yourself. I guess it's really deep. A lot of information. It is that, like I said, this isn't quite like The Human Equation where it's like, oh, I just had those fun songs. You know, this is fucking, you need time. You're going on a 2-hour drive, listen to the Ayreon record. But it might be hard to just drive around to the corner store and pop this record in. Anyways, subscribe to Reviews with Booze. I'm fucking Winston Smith. Thank you, motherfuckers, and enjoy the rest of your day.